you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the
and
puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have, it's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with those, like I said, those are liabilities. What we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball or been on a baseball field.
He called me earlier. It's like, yo, when you sparring, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he say. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
Floyd Mayweather recently shared unexpected insider insight into Shakur Stevenson's sparring work with Teofimo Lopez, reigniting conversation and debate across the boxing community.
Yeah, but don't even stand right. Don't know nothing about boxing. So that's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to tackle, how to catch footballs. And if you correct them and tell them, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, they get upset. And that's when you hear so many, you hear so many bad stories, because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. And why?
Sources close to the situation say Floyd Mayweather Jr. stopped by Shakur Stevenson's training camp, offering hands-on advice and technical insight. His input reportedly focused on refining Shakur's punch placement accuracy and overall timing as preparation ramped up for the Teofimo Lopez matchup.
Your stance must be right as far as your pivot. Start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab go. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. Just double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook. You go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here. You drop on the shots like this. You go here, 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 back with the jab,
Stevenson has openly said that sparring sessions are the part of camp he enjoys the most. For him, those rounds are where everything comes together. Beyond sparring, his preparation has been heavily centered on movement, defensive awareness, and controlling range. Much of his work is focused on fine-tuning rhythm and timing, prioritizing precision, and positioning over hunting for knockouts.
An extra hour, anything was gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight, so like the weight gain and him going now is part of his natural growth process been going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much more comfortable.
For Shakur Stevenson, training is not about creating excitement or chasing knockouts. His entire approach is built around removing uncertainty from the fight and forcing opponents to operate at his pace.
I'm looking.
In my arm reach, I can see it that good. I just gotta grab it. And the beats gotta have the earth.
As dream chasers,
Multiple insider accounts suggest that Shakur Stevenson has been working closely with Terrence Bud Crawford as part of his preparation for the Teofimo Lopez matchup, rather than treating it as a casual collaboration. Stevenson is said to be fully locked in, absorbing every detail and insight shared during training. The partnership reflects a serious commitment to sharpening his craft, drawing from Crawford's experience, ring intelligence, and disciplined approach as Shakur fine-tunes his strategy for one of the biggest tests of his career.
Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot.
Oh, no.
Don't act like you ain't seen me around.
Them days.
He said I do.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If he's here, only thing he can throw is a hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody.
Stevenson is following a strict nutrition plan to support his move up to 140 pounds, aiming to add weight without sacrificing the speed, power, and endurance he'll need against Teofimo Lopez. In contrast, Lopez's preparation emphasizes explosive energy and intensity, with training routines designed to match his fast, powerful, and unpredictable fighting style. The contrast highlights how each fighter is tailoring their camp to their strengths while preparing for a high-stakes showdown.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was gonna be a world champion one day. Boom, did it. I wrote that I was gonna be one of the best fighters to live of this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, and everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, he's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him,
Teofimo Lopez is heading into this fight with renewed focus and a clear sense of purpose, treating it as a pivotal moment in his career. He feels mentally sharp, physically strong, and fully in sync with his training. Instead of letting expectations weigh him down, Lopez is embracing the stage, seeing it as the kind of challenge he was built to handle. His approach reflects both maturity and the hunger shaped by past experiences, as he aims to demonstrate his speed, power, ring intelligence, and competitive edge, showing why he remains one of boxing's most formidable talents.
So then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making. 20 years in this, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, you know, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire, you know, I'm on fire with it, you know, because all I ever did was try to be great, you know, and it's no longer trying. I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get.
Lopez has been honing his craft under the guidance of Freddie Roach, whose experience and strategic insight have added a new layer to his preparation. In the gym, Lopez focuses on high-intensity rounds that mimic fight night pressure, blending powerful punches with sharp combinations and precise footwork. Roach stresses timing, defense, and taking advantage of openings, challenging Lopez to stay several moves ahead in every exchange. Throughout camp, Lopez has concentrated on sharpening his instincts, trusting his skills, and maintaining discipline from the first bell to the last. For him, this fight is about more than just a victory. It's an opportunity to reaffirm his position among boxing's elite, bringing together the lessons of past battles, the sacrifices of training, and the drive that first pushed him to the top.
Được. Được. Yeah, some of those nerves in the end. They got a little harder. Do it. You know what I mean? That's it. Right here. Wait. We do it. Yeah. You know, right here.
Lopez has made it clear that he isn't stepping into this fight just to participate. He's determined to defend everything he's built at 140 pounds. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he views his title as more than just a belt. It symbolizes years of hard work, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to his craft. Lopez frames this fight not simply as a challenge, but as a defense of all he's accomplished since rising to prominence. His mindset reflects a fighter fully aware of what's at stake, both in his career and personally, and he is determined to ensure that no one takes what he has earned.
Of being in the ring,
Yes.
Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, you guys are both in Las Vegas. I'm hearing that you did link up today. A face-off happened between the two of you?
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face to face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think I don't think too much of it. I think that he believes in himself. That's one thing. But I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this. And I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is for destiny.
In an interview with Cigar Talk, Stevenson opened up about why he didn't join Floyd Mayweather's camp early in a professional career. He explained that the decision came down to respect his vision and staying true to himself as a fighter. After the 2016 Olympics, Mayweather approached him, but Stevenson felt that the way he was presented, smaller and less central on promotional material, didn't reflect his value or ambitions. Beyond appearances, Stevenson wasn't comfortable following Mayweather's approach, which would have required changing the team he trusted and adjusting to methods that didn't align with his own. Instead, he chose to sign with Top Rank, believing they offered a clearer path to early title opportunities, while respecting his preferred approach and giving him the recognition he felt he deserved.
The Olympics, like I said, I watched the whole Olympics. That was a moment, and like I said, at this point, I think that's when everybody really started hearing about you. Once the Olympics came about, and Floyd flew out there to go see.
Facts.
Floyd was all on you that whole weekend.
just outside looking in, I guess everybody was surprised that you ain't signed with Floyd because it just felt like niggas is like, oh, he the next Floyd. Floyd, you know, he's courting you.
Yeah.
What you feel like? What was it that made you like, you know, not do a deal with Floyd?
See, look, like, you know, a lot of people look at that situation, they be like, yeah, you should have like went with Floyd. But like, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna be real. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say what it is. Like, I'm a real nigga. So like, it's just certain things that I tolerate, I don't tolerate, and it's like, you know, I got around certain people that I felt was like real niggas, and you know, they kind of helped me out with my career, and like, Floyd didn't want to be like involved in that. Like, he didn't want to accept like the real, you know, the real part that he wanted me to like go through it with, you know, I ain't gonna say he wanted me to go through blind, but he wanted me to like do it his way.
Right.
And I ain't want to do it his way. So it ended up being like, I did it my way, and I went with the team I felt was like a better team for me. And I feel like right now it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, was that a hard decision though? Because you got to think like, this Floyd, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas grow, I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd, my favorite fighter, right? So it's like, you know, because I work in music, so I see that like, you know, when it's an artist trying to sign you, it'd be a little different just because you have an emotional attachment to it. Was that a hard decision for you to like tell Floyd like, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, it was, because at the end of the day, Floyd calling my phone, he on the phone, he like, yeah, you could drive the Bugatti. You could like,
money talk.
Yeah, so it's like, he all in your head at the same time, but it's like, you still in your brain. Like,
Shakur Stevenson has outlined a clear strategy for his fight with Teofimo Lopez. Focus on both physical and mental control. He aims to disrupt Lopez's rhythm and limit his space using sharp footwork, constant feints, and precise counters. By making Lopez miss early and repeatedly, Stevenson hopes to frustrate him, forcing impatience and mistakes. His approach emphasizes patience, discipline, and smart defense, allowing him to dictate distance, timing, and tempo. As Lopez struggles to find openings, Stevenson expects his mental advantage to grow, ultimately letting his accuracy, timing, and ring intelligence determine the fight's outcome.
We need to be pushed today. Bring the smoke, baby. That dude ain't going on.
And I think this is the year where I'm gonna make them hate me even more.
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Cause all we do is win.
You already know what I was popping pills with him, been falling back from Killer Dell, cause
As the hype around one of early 2020's IXS most anticipated title fights begins to settle, the upcoming matchup between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson is shaping up to be more than just a 140-pound showdown. Scheduled for January 31st in New York City, Lopez will defend his WBO and the Ring Junior welterweight belts, while Stevenson aims to capture a fourth world title in a new division. The bout has drawn attention from fans and analysts alike, promising high stakes and compelling storylines inside the ring.
Yeah, I think Devin Haney setting the trend. Yeah. Yep, he's setting the trend. Now all these young guys starting to test themselves against each other now. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see who the best is, yo. And then the winner of this fight right here needs to fight Devin Haney. Why not? Why not? Keep it going. Keep it going. But anyways, look, this is a message, man. Anybody that's going to be working that hard, y'all better make sure y'all do y'all damn homework. I'm talking about any commentators, any host, anybody. Do your damn homework, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because this not going to be one of them fights where it's going to be rock'em sock'em, both guys hitting each other and stuff like that. No, it's going to be small, little nuancey type of things that if you don't know what you watching, you can't tell us what the hell is going on. All the fans at home going to be like, what's going on?
That's it for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates and coverage in the next episode.